Ah, yes. Moms for Liberty. The grassroots organization that somehow grew from concerned parents at a school board meeting to, hey, pull up a chair next to Google and IBM. We're discussing artificial intelligence now. Because nothing screams cutting edge tech policy like someone who just finished banning a library book and is now like, so tell me more about this robot that teaches math. Let's talk about this glow up. 1 minute, they're yelling about wokeness at a PTA meeting. The next, they're basically White House regulars, high-fiving Donald Trump like they just co-wrote the Constitution 2 Parental Rights Boogaloo. Tina Descovich, who, by the way, now apparently has a VIP parking spot at the White House, says they've got a seat at the table. Oh, absolutely. Not just a seat. They've got a whole booster chair, juice box, and a stack of complaints about bathrooms and pronouns ready to go. And I love how they call themselves joyful warriors. That's adorable. Nothing says joy like accusing teachers of being predators while handing out homemade cookies on Capitol Hill. Here's a chocolate chip, Senator. Also, we think the math teacher is part of a global conspiracy. Yeah, that's not advocacy. That's a bake sale with a side of paranoia. But sure, they're just a humble grassroots group, right? You know, the kind that casually gets funding from major conservative donors and ends up influencing federal policy. Totally organic. Like a tomato grown in a lab, funded by billionaires. And the resume is impressive too. School boards, check. State laws, check. Federal influence, check. Accidentally quoting Hitler in a newsletter? Maybe don't put that one on LinkedIn. But here's the real kicker. They're now weighing in on AI in the classrooms. Because if there's one thing we all want, it's a group that's been fighting crayons and curriculum, suddenly deciding how algorithms should work. Excuse me, ChatGPT, are you teaching empathy? Because that sounds suspiciously like feelings. Meanwhile, critics are like, hey, maybe we shouldn't let a culture war PTA group shape national education policy. And Moms for Liberty is like, relax, we brought cookies. Look, I'm all for parental involvement. That's great. Show up, ask questions, help your kids. But there's a difference between helping with homework and trying to rewrite the entire education system because a history lesson made you uncomfortable. At this rate, next year they'll be advising NASA. Yeah, we're concerned the moon landing might be a little too woke.